Recording in progress.
Good morning, Suleika. Morning, Suleika.
Hold a minute.
Good
Morning.
morning, Suleika. How are you doing?
I'm good, Mr. Joseph, and how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, man. Yesterday morning, I struggled with getting
With connect-
myself unmuted and also getting the video on.
Okay.
And then I had to switch to my phone to get
Oh.
my hand raised. So
Okay. But today you are started.
no. I'm still now on my tablet now. It works, but not on my
Okay. All right.
on my laptop.
Okay. Okay. That's
Okay.
noted. That's noted, Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just quickly hang on. I don't seem unable to access my camera. Hello?
Mr. Joseph, are you still saying something?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to check my video, but I can't get it off to work. Yeah, so I still have an issue with my video, but the unmute is now working.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. But I think I'll phone the technical people to look at
Okay.
my other things. Okay, just
Okay.
thank you very much. We'll chat
You're
again.
welcome. Thanks.
Okay,
Mr. Joseph.
bye.
Mute. Morning all.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, members. Good morning, Ms. President, colleagues.
Good morning, everyone. I've seen that the house is full now. Just wait for this 5 minutes. By looking. Morning, President.
Morning, Chairperson.
Thank you, President.
Morning, Mr. Hendricks.
DDG.
Honourable
Morning,
Member.
Maikan. Honorable Van Dijk, Honorable Joseph. Our staff who's on the platform, Parliamentary Streaming Service. President, how are we doing? I've seen in the swimming, we did get a 4th position. We usually get to 1st or 2nd. President.
We are not doing too badly when it comes to the swimming, compared to athletics at the World Champs and their results. This was a young team, and some of our top athletes didn't go, like Tatiana Schoenmaker.
Yeah.
Part of her preparation regime. So
Okay.
we'll see how Africa Games goes in 2 weeks' time, and then we would make some assessment, proper assessment.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, President. Where are these members not joining?
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Honorable Dennis.
Good to hear your voices again. I was a bit cut off yesterday with this unmute story, but I'm using another gadget now. So
I was
can hear you
wondering,
now.
are you having a new gadget and they didn't set accordingly? What happened?
Yes, Chairperson. No, my normal laptop didn't work, so I switched to the tablet. But then I also didn't work, and I switched to my phone, and I managed to get my phone going. Yeah.
Okay. Morning,
Chairperson.
Honorable Jafta. Morning.
Chairperson,
Yes, Honorable Van Dijk.
I sent you a WhatsApp on the water polo issue. You must just have a look at that.
Yes, on that polo, it's a sad story. I've tried other years, and I even met one lady here in Western Cape who is part of the crew who's doing this polo, but he was saying that she is with a man who doesn't want to transform a polo, but will talk. I've been trying that this polo issue, it must be transformed, because people having a monopoly of that. But I'll read your SMS and then I'll talk to you. Honorable members, I'm not sure what is going with the members. I've seen 1, 2, 3. Please, Honorable Adams, check other members. This is 9 o'clock.
Yes,
Honorable,
I do.
Honorable Denise has been here. Honorable Jafta has been here. Honorable Van Dijk was here.
Apologize.
Come again? What are you saying, Honorable Member?
Chairperson,
Yes.
Honorable Duduzela is in another meeting, education. She apologized. I'm busy
Yes,
to reach
we
the
do.
others.
We all know that Honorable Sibia on Wednesday is having another meeting, but with apology to her, we cannot to do this very important meeting. These lots have been granted, but we've been cautioned about your caucuses, honorable members, cautioned about those who are sitting in Wednesday meetings. But so far, we've been not having many of our members who are sitting in Wednesday meetings. Zolega, can we start? Is it in order that we can start now? It's past 9. Is Zolega in?
Yes, Madam Chair, we can start.
Okay. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, our important stakeholder, which is SASCO. Who's calling me?
Okay.
I'm starting the meeting, DDG.
Sorry, Chairperson.
Yeah. Honorable members, can I take this opportunity to greet you all, our own members, department, SASCOC, led by the President, our support staff. Surely, as I was just talking to the President about Olympics, we wish him that all can be well. We can get some medals. It's not bad even to get 3rd or 4th. The fact remains we are getting there. It's a medal. It is great pleasure that I extend a warm welcome to SASCOC, as they will be providing us with update on their efforts followed to address concern issues raised by IWADA. It was on September 2023 in order for USAID's bill to be compliant. We do appreciate your dedication and commitment to this important endeavor. Honorable members, the President, the department today presentation will shed light on the developments, processes, and efforts taken by SASCOC since the WADA announcement. As you know, it was announced in September 2023 to ensure alignment with regulatory requirements. Today, we're looking forward to having a robust engagement and your insights and collaboration as we collectively strive for legislative compliance. With those words, I do thank you, honorable members. And then according to the agenda, do we have apologies?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The only apology we have is that of Ms. Sibia, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, honorable members, can somebody adopt the agenda in front of us? Honorable Adams.
Thank you, Chairperson, and good morning to all on the platform. Also the adoption of the agenda. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Adams. Honorable Maluman.
Thank you, Chair. Greeting to yourself and everyone in the platform. I'm seconding Honorable Adams in adopting the agenda as presented. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Maluman. Now the agenda has been adopted. Is Fiona on the platform? As yesterday, I was taking your role to take the seats where we were or where we are as today. If you can today just take the SASCOC into confidence, what we done as the committee, and then as yesterday we were having Usai's presentation. I'm welcoming everyone who is in this platform, even if it's not in the meeting, because I know that those who have an interest in this bill, they are listening. They are going to listen your presentation, President, and the rest. So if we can have this either you, Fiona, and I'm not sure today whether our legal advice is with us. If she is, maybe she will get in during the discussion. Fiona?
Yes, good morning, Chairperson. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Chairperson. Good morning, and good morning to the members and the guests on the platform. Chairperson, I'm just going to give a quick rundown of where we are at the moment and just a brief overview of where we're coming from with this amendment bill. So the committee's history with the SAID's amendment bill is short, but it's also been very intense. And as we all know, the impetus for amending this legislation goes back to October 2022, when WADA identified several provisions in the Amendment Act of 2006 that were not compliant with the WADA Code. And WADA subsequently issued a corrective action report. Should these non-compliance areas not be addressed, they will have consequences for South Africa, including, for example, not able to hoist the flag, the national flag, or fly them at certain sporting events, as well as SAID's not being eligible for WADA funding for certain activities or participation in specific programs. In response to the findings, the SAID's amendment bill was drafted with proposed amendments to certain sections of the legislation. And then just to give a further history of where we're coming from with this bill, on the 23rd of November 2023, the Minister published a notice of intention to introduce the amendment bill to Parliament. On the following day, the bill was introduced to Parliament and referred to the committee. Concurrently, the bill was referred to the Joint Tagging Mechanism, or the JTM as it's colloquially known, and then it was subsequently officially tagged as the Section 75 bill. Then on the 5th of December, the committee met with the department to discuss the amendment bill. and the committee resolved to process the bill in line with constitutional prescripts, which includes public participation. And yesterday I saw the first meeting with SAIDS, where the committee was briefed by them on their written submission, and that brings us to today. Thank you so much, Chairperson.
Oh, thank you so much, Fiona, President. As you are hearing our appointed advisor, where we are, and now can I allow your good self to present and talk to us about this amendment bill. I thank you.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning to you as well as the other esteemed and honourable members of the Portfolio Committee. We have myself, the CEO, let me go through it, Kim Popel as board member, Linda Zwane, board member, Patience Chikombana as part of the team. That's representing us for this particular topic. We feel that this is going to be a very short meeting because it basically deals with administrative issues on government's perspective as well as legislative perspective. We have read through the following documents: the bill itself, the amended bill, the SAIDS commentary letter that was sent to a variety of stakeholders, as well as yourself, the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture's schedule for the adoption of the bill, as well as the comparative analysis of what needs to happen to adopt the bill. And SASCOC is very simple on this matter, Chairperson. We in agreement. We urge that the process conclude speedily. We have shown our commitment by attending the meeting with the Minister, where we briefed the media with WADA in Cape Town last year. And we are committed to supporting the bill through our various members as well, to ensure that we are compliant so that when we do go to the Olympics and Paralympics, there aren't any issues. Noting that another country has been suspended by WADA for not complying, and Nigeria is also in line if they don't comply as a matter of urgency. So from our perspective, SASCOC supports the amendment bill and the amendments to the bill, and we request that it be concluded through the legislative process. Thank you, Chairperson.
This is progressive. Thank you, President. Honourable members, as you are aware that even our good selves, we did get the amendments. SASCOC SAIDS and the department, we've been briefed by these two important stakeholder, one SAIDS and our department. This is another stakeholder which is very important. As you are hearing me talking about the Olympics, they will need that this flag must be seen flying up. So I'm suspecting even other stakeholders who will be coming, will be urging us to pass this bill in order that we must comply. As we are hearing the president telling us about one country which is suspended, or the progressive country, we cannot allow that. Thank you so much, President. Any other thing that your colleagues want to say, CEO?
CEO, Patience, or any of the board members?
Okay. So, surely, honourable members and you, President, if we are saying that you are supporting, as you have been read, the SAIDS presentation, which was presented to us yesterday, but in yesterday they were confirming on what you are saying, that they've circulated their presentation with the amendments to the department, to your good self, and to the committee. So I'm suspecting by that, honorable members, we are ticking in our box that states SASCOC and your good selves and the department were saying that these amendments are good for the country. So I don't see any other thing, unless honorable members, you want to ask something to the president. Honorable members?
Yes, Chairperson, Dennis Joseph, I'm just trying to raise my hand here.
Okay. And Honorable Adams? Yes, Honorable Dennis.
May I proceed, Chairperson? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Chairperson, and good morning to all, including SASCOC and President. I just want to have two questions. I think one is just, or two, rather, for clarity. I just would like to know WADA as an international body, just context of their existence, guiding countries how to comply, their existence in terms of their structure, and then how they are elected. Because WADA for me is an agency, the way I understand it, and we are a government, and they dealing with governments. As I've heard now, Mr. Hendrik says that there's other countries that maybe will be suspended or want suspended. In terms of context, how WADA gets its authority and power to deal directly with governments, just the structure, just wanted to know that, and who they report to. And then the second question, Chairperson, is about this meeting that Mr. Hendricks referred to in September 23 that they had with WADA. Now, I hear Mr. Hendricks says that SASCOC is in agreement and hope that we will be able to get this minute bill through. So we all want to be in compliance. But just a question on that meeting, what was the significance of that meeting, and what can we learn out of that meeting as a country to be compliant, or to raise issues that we think WADA is putting pressure and rules on us that may not be, I won't say not acceptable, but may not be in the best interest of athletes or for countries. Just, is there anything that we should know that SASCOC want to bring to our attention? And also, Chairperson, the last thing, is that I think we said yesterday that there was a discussion on our previous presentation that we would like SETS to be part of all discussions of all our meetings going forward, so that they hear all the information that is presented by all the stakeholders. Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable Dennis. Yes, I've been just now given a note by Uzolega that SETS is in the meeting as observers. Thank you for that question. As Honorable Adams.
Thank you, Chairperson, and good morning to all on the platform. Chairperson, allow me to switch my video off.
Yes.
Thank you. Chairperson, I wanted to thank SASCOC for the fact that they support the SET work that they've done so far. SASCOC has done. We all hope that we will continue the finalization of the document with all its procedures for sending to Parliament. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Adams. President.
Thank you, Chair. Honourable Member, with regards to the WADA structure, all the countries, including governments, signed, our governments and all other governments, including the IOC and the IPC, International Paralympic Committee and the International Olympic Committee, signed the framework for putting WADA in place, as well as the Africa WADA, as well as So by virtue of that, we are bound. SASCOC is in fact on the periphery in this regard. This is a governmental entity, as well as a implementation entity around testing, and that's where SAIDS comes in, and a variety of other countries' testing stations that have to adhere to the requirements of WADA. And we, through SASCOC and its national federations, we work with SAIDS to implement the statutes, as well as the protocols, the doping protocols that have to be put in place. So the engagement with WADA is through SAIDS as well as through our governmental structures. And I'm sure that SAIDS could add more meat to that in terms of how WADA actually operates. In terms of, because I know they have the elections to select their particular board, but as I said, SAIDS is the fundi and professional around this particular matter. And if I could give them a chance, Minister. With regards to the meeting, we've had several meetings in the build-up to the amendments to this bill. Meetings with SAIDS, meeting with Africa WADA, meeting with the Minister, and this culminated in the media briefing after we heard about the suspension, as well as by the action taken by the Ministry and the Department to appeal the suspension, so that we could get more time to pass this bill through Parliament. And that is the process that we're following. And as I said, I have SASCOC's commitment and our support, and we will convey that support to the various other national federations, so that when you consult with them, they also carry the same message across. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Your last comment, it's very important, because if you are not conveying, we'll get a presentation or oral presentation and maybe a written submission without you consulting all those who are under your jurisdiction. Thank you for that input. So far, I don't see any. Oh, Honorable Maloman.
Thank you, Chair. Greetings again. My question, it will be, because today SASCOC was supposed to make their oral submission, but they're saying they support the amendment bill. I just want to find out, because yesterday SAIDS presented they've made submission. So I just want to find out whether is SASCOC aware of the submission of SAIDS, or are they agreeing with the submission that have made by SAIDS? That's what I wanted to check. Also,
Before the we are saying also. Are you fine? We have done, Honorable Maloman?
Yes, Chair, I'm fine.
Okay, according to the open remarks of the President, President did indicate that as this committee, department and their good selves, they did get the presentation which we were talking to yesterday as the committee, which even themselves, they did get that presentation of the amendment of this said bill, and he's going to respond, but I'm trying to show that when he presented, he indicated that they've read all the amendments, the clauses, and they're agreeing with. So with that background, that's why I didn't even myself ask them that they must present. Only what is recorded now is just that they've read the amendments, and these the ones that were forwarded to us as a committee and to the department. And so by that, President, can you respond to Honorable Maloman? But I wanted to put to the context that what we have said. I thank you.
Just for the record, we've gone through the bill itself, the amended bill. We've noted the SAID's letter to the department in terms of their comment, and that I assume was part of their presentation yesterday, because it advised the department on further steps to take. And then we've also read through the department's documents, especially the schedule of activity in the lead up to the acceptance of the bill and the passing of the bill by Parliament, as well as the comparative table with regards to what needs to be changed and how it will be done. So yes, we've done that homework, Chair. And as this is a government process, we support it through the consultative process that is required to pass legislation through Parliament.
Thank you, Honourable the President. Honourable members, Honourable President, it's not for this meeting and honourable members, but I've responded in the conservation by Honourable Van Dijk. I was talking about the polo sport on cars. So now when I'm looking at what she is asking, I'm suspecting she can communicate with you, President, about what now I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that she is referring to Daily Maverick, which is talking about this swimming SA-Dashes water polo players. I was not responding correctly. I was thinking that she is talking about this polo sport cars, which I was responding to. So this is not for this meeting, but I'm just also trying to say if she wants more clarity, because we're not going to schedule any meeting to come and explain what I'm seeing here in her XMS. As President, you are aware that the President of the country did announce that on the 29th of March, we'll be going and put the new government, and all the members who are here are belonging to their party. They are in their political parties. Surely, as this committee, we are finalizing all what we are having, especially with the bills. That's the instruction of Parliament. So any other questions and outstanding, surely the incoming leadership to the Parliament will do that, and some of us will be pleased that we all, as this committee, to see that this bill is being passed. Will be called it our legacy, as some of us were no longer coming back to Parliament. So we're feeling good to have you. You have been under maybe criticism then because of a transformation, but we have done what we have done till today, that SASCOC still there doing the good job. Some of us maybe were talking to you, President, for the last time, unless otherwise. But I'm not waiting for any lease processes. I'm taking a voluntarily retirement. I thank you, President. I was doing my closing remarks, but I'm still seeing hands, which I'm not sure what is going on. Honorable Dennis.
Chairperson, just to assist you, it's 29th of May, not 29th of March, as you said in your speech. Thank you.
Oh, it's because we're rising 29 of March, 29 of May. Thank you for the records. Thank you so much. Maybe I'm rushing to go home.
I think so.
DDG, I'm sorry, DDG, I didn't give you that chance. So because
I'm
now
also
I-
rushing. I'm also finishing off, Chair. Thank you very much.
Oh, I was rushing, thinking that there are no hands. So I don't know. Please wait, DDG, Honorable Van Dijk, if we are going to talk about what you are doing today, I can give you. But if it's this Mavic article, I'm redirecting you to the president. You can do that. Yes, Honorable. I'm giving you, Honorable Van Dijk.
2%. Sorry, I don't want to speak on the article. I'm just not sure if I missed it. Was the question asked from the president with whom SASCOC has, who are the stakeholders that they consulted with to give input on the SAID's amendment bill? I just want to know which of the federations were included. I cannot remember if we asked that.
He did, honorable members. I'm not sure whether it's network. She did reflect on what they've done with the stakeholders, but I can give him to do that. But honorable members, you must look at the procedure of the meeting. But I do understand the problem of network, because I was doing my closing remarks, and then now members are trying to take us back. But I do understand the problems, sometimes network. I'm very sorry, President. Can you respond in the question of Honorable Van Dijk?
Yes, Chairperson and Honourable Member Van Dijk, this matter is not a new matter. It is more than a year old, if not longer. And I'm sure we've discussed this in many of our SASCOC deliberations at our General Assembly. But safe to say, this is not a SASCOC responsibility.
Yes.
This is a legislative and government responsibility, and hence our support for the bill. You would note that several federations, when we heard that we were suspended, were very unhappy, and they encouraged us to engage further with the Minister as well as with SAIDS. Hence, we attended that press briefing to ensure that everybody knows of our support and our recommendation that this legislation be passed as a matter of urgency.
I thank you, President. Honorable members, I'm giving to the DDG of our department, who's also an observer in this meeting, looking with the interest also. DDG, can.
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning to President of SASCOC, the CEO, and the team from SASCOC and colleagues. Thank you very much, Chairperson, for the opportunity. Chairperson, I think the first thing that I want to allude to is the issue of the response to Honorable Joseph with regard to WADA and who is WADA. And I know that the legal advisor to the SAIDS is also here, and she may be able to also add to what I'm saying. But if you look at WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, it was actually formed, together with the public authorities, government. So it's a partnership between governments and the sports movement of the world. And when it was established in, I think it was in the 1990s, South Africa played a very big role in the establishment of WADA at the time. And I think there are still, legal personnel who are in office who can attest to the initiatives and the leading role that South Africa played in the establishment of WADA. So it was set up as a foundation. And as I've indicated, the partnership between, the other major role player was the International Olympic Committee. And with all these government organizations, intergovernmental organizations, and any other public authorities, and all of them with the interest of fighting doping in sport. So I think, Chairperson, just also to indicate that, what is also responsible for this anti-doping code that we all have to now comply with, and where we as South Africa is found to be non-compliant. But the anti-doping code as a whole, it is the document that actually harmonizes all the anti-doping policies. It sets the rules, it sets the regulations, within the sports organizations and amongst governments of the world, so that there's uniformity and across matters of anti-doping. And Chairperson, if you look at SAIDS, SAIDS is our national anti-doping agency. So every country, either the government takes responsibility for it, or they have national anti-doping agencies who actually monitor and ensure all aspects of doping control within the sporting space. And I would like Chairperson for Wafika to also elaborate if she has anything more to say. On the other issue, Chairperson, you will recall when I spoke yesterday, I did indicate that, in submitting details of persons who should be part of making submissions, we were given a list by SASCOC themselves, the list of all the federations, the confederations. So we have submitted that list, Chairperson, to the Portfolio Committee, so that as we proceed with the hearings, key and relevant federations, especially those who already made comments when the bill went out from ourselves after it came from the Chief State Law Advisor. Federations did make comments on that, and we've submitted those comments as well, Chairperson, to the Secretariat of the Portfolio Committee as requested. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you for this informative information, DTG. Can I give our honorable our legal advice? I'm seeing two hands. I'm seeing Adelia Arnold and our speaker. Let me start by the first hand, Arnold.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning to honourable members and everybody else on our platform this morning. Thank you, Chair. I thought Ms. Clayton correctly summarized what has happened before with regards to the bill. And yesterday, I just had an opportunity to read through SAID's submission. And I thought I'd just also add on to what Ms. Clayton has provided us. So what had happened is that the bill had gone to the Chief State Law Advisor and it was certified and sent to Parliament. And what SAIDS is telling us is that, yes, we have a bill, and the bill is attempting to ensure compliance with the WADA International Code. However, there are still outstanding aspects which we as the committee need to consider in order to bring our introduced bill in line with our international code. And specifically, I think the most important, there are a number of amendments, and one of it is to the definitions, to Section 10, to Section 11, but the bulk of it is Section 17, and that is the Appeals Committee. So SAIDS is telling us, yes, we have a bill, and there is an attempt in the bill to bring it in line with our international obligations, but we need to pay specific attention to Section 17, because as it stands, we might not yet have reached that standard that which will ensure international compliance to our obligations. Now, as you know, Chair, when we obviously we're going to solicit more inputs from the various stakeholders. Our advert is open, or will be opening, right, and we will receive more input from the public.
And we as a committee, we will rightly go through it and we will interrogate everything. And as we deliberate on the bill, Chair, we will receive, the suggested proposed amendments, and included in that proposed amendments could possibly be an amendment to Section 17, for example, of the Act. And we will do that through a list, Chair. We will capture those amendments and we would then produce a B bill, which hopefully, Chair, will be in compliance with our international obligations. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for that explanation. I'm suspecting as now going on with the, what we call with the other stakeholders, will be bearing in mind what we have read and in the bill, assisted by our legal advisors, what we've got even yesterday from USAID, especially because of this section 10 and 11, and even themselves, the emphasis of section 17, in order that we must meet the standards, which they were saying that we are not complying. So everyone now, when you are listening, will be bearing in mind what is expected of us, and thank you for that. I'm saying now that I don't see any other hand. Can I saying that? Can I close this meeting, President?
Yes, Chair. I'm quite comfortable with the fact that SASCOC has stated that we support the amendments, especially the adaptations to the bill forwarded by SAIDS, and that we look for a speedy passing of the bill through Parliament.
Thank you, DG. DG, I want to close. I've done already my closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, for the manner in which the meeting was conducted. We really appreciate your leadership, and thank you to the members as well for asking all the pertinent questions around this bill. I believe we all remain committed to ensuring that there is a speedy conclusion to a compliant piece of legislation in the interest of the sporting community. And also appreciation, Chairperson, to the President of SASCOC and the team that supports him for all of their efforts in working with us in the department in ensuring that we actually accelerate and execute many of these responsibilities regarding the compliance matters around the bill. Thank you and to the colleagues from the department as well, and to the Minister as well for his leadership in ensuring that we get this far with this. I don't think, Chairperson, we would have done it if the Minister had not, really got really involved and started mobilizing and speaking to the different stakeholders to actually accelerate this process, and our Deputy Minister as well. Thank you.
Thank you, DTG. Thank you, President. Thank you to everyone who has been in the platform, outside the committee meeting. All those stakeholders who have got an interest will get when you are coming and do your oral presentation. But the written submission will be allowed to the office of the Chairperson through the committee. I thank you. The meeting is closed.
Excuse me, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Just to remind committee members that tomorrow's meeting starts at 2 and not at 9.
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
did. When I opened this meeting, I've reflected on what is expected to the members, that those who are sitting in Wednesday's meeting, so far we've got one member who's having a double barrel of to be a member in 2 committees, which is attending fully, and it's Honorable Sibia. And I've indicated in my opening remarks that Wednesdays caucuses are sitting. So thank you that we must remind us, even myself, I was forgetting that I had to reschedule my flights because this approval was very, very crucial and important. If now we ask that we must meet every now and then the next thing we don't appear, it's not good. The meeting is closed. Thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you, Chair, and honourable members.
Thank you so much, President.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you to all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.